You know that we can, in an alternate universe, we can all see the headlines, can't we? But like, let's live in this universe where everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna work out, and hopefully things start working out for forZe. See that fucking segue? That's what they pay me for. All right, so forZe, I was tweeting about them like a week and a half ago, and I was like, who the fuck is even in forZe? That's about the 4th time I've sworn tonight, people counting. And recently, I had some people tweeting me, oh, the KENSI's joining. How do I say this guy's name? Because I'm going to say Zorte, and I'm going to get laughed at.
That'll be my guess.
Yeah. So
Zorte, I don't know.
We'll run with that. We'll run because the Russian names are always very difficult to do. So yeah, they've added KENSI and old boy Zorte. Face Crack, he's gone. Sexy Power, he's on the transfer list. He's also got the boot. Now, that might come as a surprise to a lot of people, but I remember some interviews back with Jerry some time ago when forZe was starting to pop off, and we were asking about Exy Power, because I think it was one with like me, Henry, and Machine when we did start of last year. And we're asking Jerry and about Exy Power, and he's like, yeah, look, he's a lot to handle. Like, you know, as got to tell him, you know, what not to do in certain situations and stuff, because he'll just keep picking. And look, I'm putting words in his mouth, but basically what I took from it was that sounded like Exy Power was hard to control. He's one of those type of guys who just wants to go and take over the game. So I think it's surprising, wouldn't you say, Striker, that they've lost a big name like Exy Power off of this roster, even still with those issues? Yeah,
for sure. Especially because, like, even though he hasn't been on the same level that he was maybe like a year and a half ago when we had him like in a discussion for like a move to Navi, if you know, Simple was to go to the rifle, you know, before they got Guardian and stuff like that. So especially considering that it's a kind of a weird move, but it kind of makes sense with what you're saying, that it's probably not got everything to do with just like in-game stuff, and it's probably just with a lot of out-of-game stuff as well.
Is this roster here, Nexa, not necessarily with KENSI and Zorte, but like I assume that did you get to prac much against forZe over the last, I don't know, let's say 6 months, because it feels like their roster's been in flux for some time now?
Yeah, we practiced them a few times. I think it was with Exy Power.
Okay.
Actually, so I don't really know a lot about the 2 other guys. And honestly, they looked nothing like they were. Like I remember practicing them like a year ago, and they were really like structured, really set in their plays. Like it maybe looked like this like CIS style when they like run around, but everything they did was like connected. It made sense. They had really good like team play. But like lately, like the last time we practiced them, I think it was just like all over the place. They really like had no idea what they wanted to do, what they were doing. It was like completely random.
Sounds like a mess. All right. Well, Prof, have you been keeping KENSI or Zorte on your radar, or do you have any info? I know you're fixing your mic shit. Oh, he's fixing his mic shit. We don't want to talk to Prof.
I mean, from what we know, at least, like Zorte is going to be the upper that like he was that in the last team that he was in, and we've seen that even when he was like standing in for this team before he got signed officially. So we can expect him to just take over the op. I don't think there's going to be any surprise there. Generally, like he's been a guy that's been kind of on the radar as like an up and coming guy from the CIS, not like among the same like top guys that have been there up there in the past few months, let's say, or maybe like a year. I think he's 21 or 22. Yeah. So pretty young guy. In general, it's just like I'm not entirely sure, just because I haven't actually seen him play for the last team. I just saw like the stats and stuff like that he's pretty promising in terms of an up and coming upper. So definitely a guy to look out for.
Prof, you with us?
Maybe.
You're kind of here. You sound good. We'll see if you peak. We'll see what happens.
I changed everything, so that probably doesn't mean anything, right? Well, I just lowered this.
The life of a CS player.
Yeah, I changed everything because it wasn't working, and now win streak coming, obviously.
All right. So before we move off of forZe, do you have any tidbits about this team? Anything that you want to talk about with this roster?
No, I think I don't know if you.
Prof, I'm so sad for you. I know how frustrated you are, because I've been there with tech issues, and it's like there's no right answer.
It's
like
the worst, and it works perfectly fine for me. So I don't know. Like, do I have to talk like this?
I don't know.
Does it
Lucas,
work like
you got any advice for our main man here? Oh, really?
I'll just leave.
All right. Well, we'll keep going. Maybe we get Prof to fix his mic, and we'll just keep trucking through this one, because we got stuff we need him for. So we definitely need it. So hopefully he can be back soon. Now we're going to keep talking.